I'm Matthew Jane with another podcast from the BETT Show 2011 for Education Executive. We're looking at how ICT can open up schools to provide children with a more exciting and fuller curriculum and learning experience, and also how parents can get engaged. We spoke to some leading experts here at the BETT Show to find out more.
I'm Ray Barker, Director of the British Educational Suppliers Association, BETT.
Ray, we're looking at how schools can use ICT to open up the learning environment, perhaps engaging more with parents or giving children greater opportunities. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I suppose that the last government really pushed this agenda forward with its use of learning platforms and the whole idea of parents having access to their children's data. And although there was some requirement for schools to do that, we know that not all schools have been able to do that really. It's less kind of online reporting to parents, and it's not really real-time reporting either. I think that the whole new movement for schools being much more independent and the whole idea of producing much more data so parents can look at how that school's getting on, which is very much a government focus, will have to change what goes on in schools. And ICT, the development of learning platforms, for example, which contain these kind of routes to parents, will be essential to schools. Most schools now have got some kind of learning platform. They will have some kind of mechanism within that platform to be able to communicate to parents. So it'll be challenging for a lot of schools, I think, because there'll be a lot of two-way process between parents and the school. Some schools are very used to it. They see it as an expectation. But it seems to me that the whole idea of using technology is an easy way of doing it. It will save time. In the end, it'll save money. So schools will have to get their mind around that, but it will be something that's driven by need, I think. If the government says something has to happen, if parents have a big expectation, then schools will have to refocus themselves in the easiest way possible. And there's lots of ICT out there which will enable them to do that.
Hello, I'm Stuart Abrahams from Group Call.
Stuart, we're talking today at the BETT Show about how schools can open themselves up through ICT to perhaps provide more extensive lessons outside or engage with parents and those sort of issues. What are your thoughts on this and how can schools really maximise these opportunities?
I think parent engagement is a major issue for schools. It's got to be simple, it's got to be cost effective, it's got to be quick as well. So, some schools still use paper, some are using text, some are using email. I think the key is making sure that you can link your data to your management system, so you're not extracting data, it's all got to be secure, etc. But you can then communicate with parents because you've got all their details anyway, and you can communicate with parents, in our case, in any language, using a combination of text, voice or email.
So Stuart, when schools are taking the lessons outside of the classroom, it's still obviously important to monitor the children, to keep parents informed. I mean, how are the best ways to do this, and what are the sort of challenges that schools may face in trying to deliver these lessons outside of the classroom?
I think this also links to parental engagement, and it's also a very big issue, and one that schools talk about a lot. What we've just done is introduced an app for an iPhone or an iPod Touch that allows schools to take registration wherever they are, in the gym, on a coach, on a school trip. And as soon as the person in charge walks back into a wireless region, it will automatically update the school's MIS system, and then the parents should be able to log on and find out where the kids are, or where the children are. All the schools should be able to send texts or communications back. So it should be very, very mobile. And using today's technology and cloud-based computing, which we do, it is eminently affordable.
So, as you've heard, technology, when used correctly and effectively, can open up the curriculum to a wealth of new possibilities, whilst also ensuring that children are safe and parents are kept in the loop. This has been another podcast for Education Executive. If you're at the show, don't forget to stop by at stand W34 to pick up your free subscription. Keep listening for more podcasts coming soon.